There's so much we could highlight today. Friday, August 23rd, we had Powell, we had Trump's tweets. It's on with China. One was a trade that I partially got filled on and ready to flip things over, but I could control myself. After Powell, you get the relationships of stocks and bonds move in the same direction. If you don't know that, then we'll get you a doctor's appointment with our brain surgeon, Dr. Steve, to check out if there's any holes in your head. This particular overlap is a relationship between stocks and bonds when there's any kind of central bank action. So in the U.S. bonds, if they rally, the Treasury, if they rally, that's lower yields. Lower yields is what the stock market wants, needs, hopes for, and everything else. So right after 9 o'clock Central, and I took this 30-year bond chart down and I broke it into just a 1 PNF so you could see right into just before 9 o'clock. We get a quick jump in here, and it this happened a little quicker than it shows, but it's like in a second or two, they jump, right? And they jump a few ticks right into their highs. Well, why does that matter? When it's central bank, which it was, because Powell was talking and they released his speech, they jump them in. This was 30, 40, 50 seconds after it, right? So you get some of the noise and then they jump. Well, the S&Ps broke into that jump. What do I mean broke into that jump? It was right here. They were selling off, right? So they had this noise after Powell is talking, right all in here. Wait, that ain't it. I went too far back. Huh, I was a couple days back. What's the matter with me? So they had all this noise right after he talks, all this noise, all in here. This is 9 o'clock, all this noise. And then right in here, they come down to 6, 7 even. Boom. They come down right before 9:01. Bonds get a spike. We talked about, that's it. That's the moment of truth. I only got a partial fill, and they ran up effortlessly 13 handles. Effortlessly 13, pretty much effortlessly 13 handles within just a couple minutes. So the bond action to the upside, the dollar to the downside created strength in the ES. Now, you got to know that real time. The other thing you got to know real time is be in an environment that could not only get the news, but analyze the news in real time. And so Trump gives some of his most pointed tweets in this trade war with China has actually become as much of a trade war as since this, quote, trade war started. Today would be day one of some really good action. China comes in at 7 a.m., says we're going to throw some additional tariffs on U.S. car makers. Trump lets Powell give his speech, jumps on him, and then seems to be really pissed off and says, I'm going to make some announcements later this afternoon. I'm telling American companies to start doing business outside of China. I'm going to tell carriers to stop bringing in fentanyl from China, from anywhere. So he just really throws all that out there, and this is the reaction. It's even before this. 17 even was roughly catchable, but you jump down right in here, but it was right there where they come up, and then his next tweet comes out, and they sit, stand, jump all over it. Really important to understand what he said, why he said it, and diligently react to not only that it was going to be bearish, but really bearish. All of this is uncertainty. All this trade war talk is uncertainty, which creates real weakness in stocks and starts to walk the economy, which is already kind of sort of in a global recession, starts to affect the number one economy in the world. That's the U.S. And so you could see tremendous amount of weakness. As I'm talking at 10:30, we just come off the lows of 71.75. That's some 50 handles from where we started, 50 points below where we started. So don't for a second think that you can't put yourself in front of tweets, in front of news to take advantage of opportunity. At the very least, save your money by not getting in the way of this downward slide. They're still stepping all over this thing. So this afternoon, if you're listening to this before the afternoon of the 23rd, Trump's tweets, any kind of official or unofficial comments coming out of the White House is and will be important. Make sure you're understanding this market like a trader, not a dopey economist or a pundit that doesn't know. anything until someone writes it up for them. Put yourself in a position to diligently react like you're driving a car. You know your blind spots, you checked your mirrors, and you're not in the back seat of the guy in front of you because he sucked at driving and you sucked at driving. That's when it's dangerous. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Pay attention this afternoon for Trump.